Hello everyone and welcome back. In this very specific tutorial, we will cover conditional sentences. Well, conditional sentences have become a biggest concern for most of the English learners because this is very complicated grammatical structure. So in this very specific tutorial, I'll be defining what is conditional sentence or what are conditional sentences. I'll be teaching you people about the structures and a lot of examples and usages as well. So let's take a start. The first one, conditional sentences. Why are they called conditional sentences? They're called conditional sentences because they are based on conditions. We have four different conditional sentences. The zero condition sentences, the first conditional sentences, the second conditional sentences, and the third conditional sentences. Well, if you're talking about these different conditional sentences, so some of them are the real conditional sentences and some of them are the unreal conditional sentences. If you talk about the structures, so all of these conditional sentences are made up of two structures, if clause and the possible results. Now, in if clause, we describe a condition. It can be a real condition or unreal condition. It depends on which conditional sentences they are. All right. What is the structure of conditional sentences? The structure of conditional sentences are if clause plus possible results. In if clause, we give a situation. In possible results, we talk about the possible outcomes of that situation. For example, let's start with the zero condition sentences. The zero condition sentences are with simple present tense. For example, if you join a gym, you stay in shape. Now, if you join a gym, join is the first form of verb. In the zero condition sentences, we use first form of verb. If you join a gym, comma, you stay in shape. Now, the zero conditional sentences, they always talk about facts and realities. For example, another example, if you study well, you get good grades. If you study well, you get good grades. Now, if you study well, this is if clause. We describe a situation here. You get good grades is the possible results or the possible outcomes of that specific situation. Moving ahead towards the first condition sentences. Now, the first condition sentences are also with present tense. For example, if you join a gym, you will stay in shape. Now, what's the difference between the zero condition clause and the first condition clause? In the zero condition clause, we don't have any modal verbs. In the first condition clause, we can use three modal verbs: will, may, might. Now, if you join a gym, you will stay in shape. Now, if you look at the example which I made in the zero condition clause, in the zero condition sentence, and if you look at the example that I made in the first condition sentence, the example is same, but the only difference between zero and first condition sentences are the modal verbs. Now, moving ahead towards the second condition sentences. Now, the second condition sentences can be described with simple past tense. For example, if you join a gym, you would get in shape. If you joined a gym, you would get in shape. Now, the if clause will go with the past tense. It will also always have the second form of verb. And the possible consequences can only be described with would. And would here function as a second form of will, and it talks about outcomes that will happen or take place in the future. Moving ahead towards the third conditional sentences. Now, the third conditional sentences are going to be with past perfect tense. And past perfect structure is had plus third form of verb. And we'll convert the same example. I've actually selected one example and I'm converting it into all the condition sentences so it becomes easier for you people. And you should know about the structures. Why? Because structures are important. Well, let's take an example. But before the example, let me tell you that third condition sentences are used to describe regrets. For example, if you had joined a gym, you would have been healthier. If you had joined a gym, you would be healthier. For example, a friend of you is unhealthy now, and you're describing one of his regrets. And that is, if you had joined a gym, you would have been healthier by now. All right, that's it. I hope you have enjoyed today's session. And I'm going to mention one of the important videos which I've already covered in the I button and the description below as well, which is about how to introduce yourself in an impressive way. I'll see you in upcoming videos. Have a great time. Stay blessed.